Blake Shelton's unexpected departure from the set of Today with Jenna and Friends quickly became one of the most talked about moments in recent daytime television, leaving viewers stunned and insiders buzzing with speculation. What began as a routine guest appearance by the country music superstar turned into a tense and emotionally charged exchange that culminated in Shelton walking off stage, an act that immediately sparked debate about what truly unfolded behind the scenes. The appearance had been highly anticipated. Blake Shelton, known not only for his chart-topping country hits but also for his easygoing humor and long tenure as a coach on The Voice, was expected to bring his signature charm to the morning segment. Sitting across from Jenna Hager in the rotating panel of co-hosts, Shelton initially appeared relaxed, joking about his recent projects, life on his Oklahoma ranch, and his marriage to fellow superstar Gwen Stefani. The tone was light, and the audience responded warmly, with laughter and applause punctuating the early part of the conversation. However, as the segment progressed, the discussion shifted into more personal territory. One of the co-hosts brought up Shelton's departure from The Voice, probing into whether there had been behind-the-scenes tensions or disagreements that influenced his decision to step away. While Shelton has previously addressed his exit in interviews, he has typically framed it as a personal choice to focus on family and other ventures. This time, though, the line of questioning seemed more persistent, edging toward speculation rather than celebration of his career. At first, Shelton handled the questions with his usual wit, offering short, deflective answers and attempting to steer the conversation back toward safer ground. But the atmosphere began to shift when a follow-up question hinted at rumored conflicts with production staff and fellow coaches. The audience could sense a change in Shelton's demeanor. His smile tightened, and his responses became more measured. The easy rhythm of the conversation gave way to an undercurrent of tension that was difficult to ignore. Jenna Hager, known for her warm and conversational hosting style, attempted to keep the segment on track, but even she seemed caught off guard by the direction things were taking. As the exchange continued, Shelton's discomfort became more visible. He leaned back in his chair, crossed his arms, and paused longer before answering, as if carefully choosing his words. When another company host pressed further, suggesting that Shelton's departure might not have been entirely voluntary, the moment escalated. Shelton responded firmly, pushing back against the narrative being implied. He reiterated that his decision to leave The Voice was his own and expressed frustration at what he described as reading too much into things that aren't there. His tone, while not overtly aggressive, carried a noticeable edge, signaling that the line of questioning had crossed into territory he found unfair or misleading. The tension peaked when one of the hosts attempted to lighten the mood with a joke that referenced Shelton's sometimes blunt personality. Instead of diffusing the situation, the comment appeared to strike a nerve. Shelton, visibly irritated, leaned forward and addressed the panel more directly. He emphasized that he had come on the show to talk about his music and current projects, not to revisit speculative drama. The studio audience fell silent, sensing the seriousness of the moment. After a brief pause, Shelton removed his microphone and stood up, offering a short, restrained remark that he was done with this conversation. Without waiting for a response, he walked off the set, leaving the hosts momentarily stunned. The cameras quickly cut to a wider shot, and Jenna Hager attempted to regain control of the segment, addressing the audience with a composed but clearly surprised expression. She acknowledged that the conversation had taken an unexpected turn and assured viewers that the show would continue. Behind the scenes, sources later suggested that the incident was not entirely spontaneous. According to some reports, Shelton had expressed concerns before the show about certain topics being brought up, particularly those related to rumors and speculation. While the production team reportedly agreed to focus on his current work, the live nature of the show meant that conversations could shift unpredictably, leading to the clash that ultimately unfolded on air. The fallout from the incident was immediate. Social media platforms lit up with clips of the moment, with viewers offering a wide range of reactions. Some Samartha-ed Shelton, arguing that he had every right to set boundaries and refused to engage with what they perceived as intrusive questioning. Others criticized the walk-off as unprofessional, suggesting that public figures should be prepared to handle difficult questions, especially in a live interview setting. Media commentators also weighed in, debating the responsibilities of both hosts and guests in such situations. The incident raised broader questions about the balance between engaging content and respectful interviewing. Daytime television, with its mix of entertainment and personal storytelling, often walks a fine line, and this moment served as a reminder of how quickly that balance can tip. For Jenna Hager and the Today with Jenna and Friends team, the incident was undoubtedly challenging. Known for fostering a welcoming and friendly atmosphere, the show rarely encounters such overt conflict. In the days following the broadcast, the hosts addressed the situation with professionalism, emphasizing their respect for Shelton and their intention to create meaningful conversations without causing discomfort. Shelton, for his part, did not immediately issue a detailed public statement, but sources close to him indicated that he stood by his decision to leave the set. Those familiar with his career note that while he is often humorous and laid back, he is also known for being direct and unwilling to engage in narratives he believes are inaccurate or unfair. This incident, they argue, was consistent with that aspect of his personality. The broader entertainment industry took note as well. Interviews are a crucial part of promoting projects, but they also require a level of trust between the guest and the host. When that trust is perceived to be broken, even unintentionally, the results can be unpredictable. Shelton's walk-off highlighted the importance of clear communication and mutual understanding, particularly in live television environments where there is little room for correction. As the story continued to circulate, some viewers began to revisit the clip more closely, analyzing body language and tone for clues about what might have been happening beneath the surface. Others focused on the larger context of Shelton's career, noting that he has been navigating a period of transition, moving away from long-standing commitments like The Voice and exploring new creative directions. In that light, the sensitivity around certain topics becomes more understandable. Ultimately, the incident served as a reminder that even seasoned performers can find themselves in uncomfortable situations, especially when personal and professional boundaries intersect in a public setting. It also underscored the unpredictable nature of live television, where moments of authenticity, whether positive or tense, can resonate far beyond the studio. While it remains to be seen whether Shelton will return to the show or address the incident more directly, the moment has already left a lasting impression. It has sparked conversations not only about celebrity interviews but also about respect, communication, and the evolving dynamics of media interactions. For viewers, it was a rare glimpse of unscripted reality in a format that often strives for polish and predictability. In the end, Blake Shelton's walk-off was more than just a fleeting television moment. It was a collision of expectations, personalities, and the pressures of live broadcasting, all unfolding in real time. Whether viewed as a justified stand or an overreaction, it has become a defining example of how quickly things can change when the balance between curiosity and respect is disrupted.